Tower Ladder 2. You're responding to 1 Harmon, Meadow, Boulevard. That's on a report of a flood condition in the electrical room coming from the roof, and it's flowing down from the 5th floor down to the 2nd at this time. Again, that's engines 1, 2, Tower 2, number 1 Harmon, Meadow, Boulevard. That's on a report of a flood coming from the electrical room on the roof. It's flowing from the 5th floor down to the 2nd floor.
Battalion 1 responding. Battalion 1's on the scene. I have evacuation. I'll be establishing command. I'll be investigating.
Engine 2 is responding.
Train 32, be advised the caller was Kristen from the 5th floor dialysis office.
Tower 2 is responding.
2 is approaching Plaza Center. Engine 2 is on the scene.
Engine 2 from command. I found the source. It's the AC unit on the roof. They're going to have to get AC and plumbers here. You make your way up to the roof.
Alright, received you.
Tower 2 is on scene. Tower 2, you make your way up to the roof as well. I got 2 coming up.
Engine 1 responding. Engine 1's on the scene.
Move for command. Headquarters from 1 Gateway Plaza Command. Just to give you an update, we found the source of the water leak. It's on the roof, the air conditioning unit. We're in the process of trying to shut it down. Give you more shortly. Command from Tower 2. I command all units at this time. I'm going to hold Tower 2, Engine 2. I'm going to return the balance of the assignment.
Engine 1's on the service panel. Engine 1's back at quarters.
Tower 2, Engine 2 from command. When you have your manpower, you can return. Headquarters from 1 Gateway Plaza Command.
Engine 2 Southwest service retiring.
Go ahead.
Headquarters from Gateway Plaza Command. Broke in the air conditioning unit on the roof. Secured that water to the unit. Building maintenance is on scene. They're going to reach out for HVAC personnel and electrical contractors. All units are going to be returning. I'm going to terminate. Battalion 1's ready.
Received. Timeout was 14:54. 1454 timeout.
Received. Thank you.
This is 3-2.
Tower 2 is back to quarters.
Engine 2 is off the company, full available.
Tower 2 captain from Battalion 1.
Headquarters to Battalion 1 on the air.
Battalion 1 answering.
You call headquarters.
Received.
134, ladder 1. Respond to 1351 Riverside Station Boulevard, the 1000 block. 1351 Riverside Station for the Zone 3 fire alarm in the third floor hallway. Engines 134, ladder 1, 1351 Riverside Station. Your timeout is 1846. 531.
Battalion 1 responding. Battalion 1's on the scene. They got a 5-story lightweight wood frame. I do have alarm sounding. I do have evacuation. I'll be establishing command. I'll be investigating.
Headquarters calling engines 2, Tower 2. Respond to 1100 Stonewall Lane, 1100 Stonewall Lane for the smoke coming out of the electrical outlet. Again, engines 2, Tower 2, 1100 Stonewall Lane, smoke coming out of the outlet. 1852 is your timeout. 531. Battalion?
Answering.
Can I use engine 1 or engine 3 for this smoking outlet?
That's affirmative. You can redirect.
All right, headquarters, engines 1, engine 3, take it up to 1100 Stonewall Lane, 1100 Stonewall Lane for the smoke coming out of the electrical outlet. You'll be responding with engine 2, Tower 2. 1852 is your time.
Engine 3 received.
Engine 4 is arriving.
Engine 4 from command. Just see you with your apparatus.
Receive.
Tower 2 is responding. Engine 3 responding, Stonewall Lane. Engine 2 responding.
Engine 1 responding.
Engine 3 on the scene.
Engine 2 on the scene. Have a 2-story wood frame, nothing showing. No alarm sound. Engine 2 will be established. Command be investigating while the attack. Engine 2 and Engine 3, back down.
Engine 3's backing down, Stonewall. Tower 2's arriving.
And Tower 2, can you bring in your check?
Received. 37 to battalion chief. What's your location? Stand by. I'm making my way to the lobby. Deputy responding 100. Stonewall Lane.
Engine 1's on the scene.
Stonewall Lane command from Deputy 1.
Yeah, Chief.
What's the best approach? Top of the bottom of the block?
Top of the block.
Receive. I need your 4 from command. When you have your manpower, you can return.
Engine 4 returning. Engine 1, you have the hydrant.
Headquarters from 1100 Boulevard. Stonewall command. Headquarters from Stonewall command. Deputy 1's on scene. Stonewall Lane.
Command 1906.
Deputy from Tower 2. Break has been turned off. Homeowner's been advised to replace the outlet by an electrician. We checked with thermals. Everything is okay in that location. Receive. All units going to go on service? Affirmative. Receive. Headquarters, did you receive Tower 2's transmission? Break has been turned off. Homeowner's going to contact an electrician. No fire. All units will be in service. Command, Lieutenant.
Received. Command's terminated. Homeowner will take care of it. 1906 is your time. 5 through.
Received. Deputy 1's in service. Engine 3 returning. Engine 1's returning.
Engine 4's off the quarters. Engine 2's off that company quarters available.
Engine 3 back in quarters.
Headquarters 2, Battalion 1. Headquarters 2, Battalion on the air.
I'm still on scene. There was a multiple pull box. I'm investigating now.
Receive, we're getting an additional alarm. You don't wish a response at this time, correct?
I'll give you more shortly.
Receive, 1914.
Engine 1's back at quarters.
Engine 1.
Paterson's back in quarters off the air. Headquarters from 1000 Riverside Station Boulevard, command. Headquarters of Riverside Station Boulevard, command. There was 2 malicious pull boxes. One near, both on 3rd floor, 1351 and 1320 area. Both boxes were reset, the alarm reset. I'm going to be in service. I'm going to terminate. Battalion 1's ready.
Order received. 1923 hours. Headquarters 2, engines 1, 2, 3, and Tower 2. You're responding to 400 Millcreek Drive on a general fire alarm. Headquarters 2, engines 1, 2, 3, Tower 2. You're responding to 400 Millcreek Drive, Agree Realty, on a general fire alarm. Headquarters timeout is 2000 hours.
Tower 2 is responding. Battalion 1 responding.
Engine 2's responding.
Engine 3 responding. Engine 1 responding. Deputy responding, 400 Millcreek Drive. Battalion 1 is on the scene. Got a large one-story non-combustible commercial retail outlet. Nothing visible from the exterior. I've established in command. I'll be investigating. Tower 2's on scene in front of the building. Tower 2 from command. I'm doing a ride around the back. Receive. Battalion, we have visual alarms going off in PetSmart. We're going to investigate. Received. I'm coming up on your rear. All units down. Tower 2 investigate PetSmart. All others stay with your apparatus.
I'm going to make my way to the back of PetSmart. I think there's a panel back there.
Engine is on scene. Engine 1's arriving. Engine 3 on the scene. Engine 1 to command. We're going to take the rear of the building. Received.
Tower. I'm in the back of PetSmart at one of the fire panels. This panel's ringing normal.
That's affirmative. I did a face-to-face. Engine 3's got a water supply. Deputy company. Operations to command. Initial report may be a failure to notify. Debbie's on scene near Michael's. I believe that's where they're testing the system. Receive, a crew just went inside to investigate.
Tower Delta to Deputy 1.
Go.
I just met with management from Michael. These 6 extra securities on the scene testing the system. I'll make my way to the panel with my crew.
Receive.
Michael, you guys have a look at the panel for this power building.
Tower 2, you're unreadable. Can you switch to 16? Battalion from Deputy, do you have a crew to send into, Marshals to investigate? I can't, Chief. You gotta give me a minute, though, because I'm in the back of PetSmart. They wanted me to reset their alarm, but their panel is normal, and I can't get into the box. Receive, Engine 3, do you have a crew available you can send into Marshals to investigate?
Engine 2, show for the Deputy 1.
Go, Engine 2.
Chief, you want me to go over there and check that out?
If you have a crew on the rig, you can check that out. Deputy 1, be advised, Engine 3 sitting in front of Marshals. Engine 3, can you go in and investigate Marshals? Engine 3 will respond and check Marshals. Tower 2 Captain from Deputy, be advised that alarm tech is heading your way. He's going to go into Marshals to also try to locate that panel. PetSmart's still active, Deputy. Receive. Command from operations. Marshals does not have a panel. He said we're going to have to reach out for hearts. Receive. Headquarters from Deputy, could you notify building owners if they can have a rep respond to this location?
Receive, we'll work on that. Alien Tower.
Battalion answer it.
We're going to make our way around the back like you requested.
You going to be back there to meet us? Momentarily. One. Go, Engine 1.
Hey, Chief, we did a check in the rear. It was down, everything okay in the back there, no water flow.
Receive. Engine 1, you have your manpower. You can go in service. Receive, thank you. Service. Deputy from Engine 3. Go, Engine 3. Stand by, Marshal. That's negative. You have your manpower. You can also go in service. Chief, the manager of Home Goods just came out and said it's on the back side of his building, but he don't have access to it from inside the store. Receive Tower 2 and the battalion are heading that way.
Headquarters to Deputy 1.
Copy.
Unable to make contact. The message is left. Hopefully reach back out.
Receive. If they do, just advise them we have numerous alarms going off in the building due to maintenance on the scene, performing alarm work, not notifying the proper channels.
Receive.
Engine 3 returning. Battalion, we're
the back of the building. Your location?
Making my way around now.
Receive.
We located the key. The key is not working. Man, we just set that alarm.
Deputy received. Engine 2, you can go in service.
Engine 2 received, engine 2's up service, current quarters.
Battalion from Deputy.
Go, Chief.
If you alert the alarm technician, advise him he's going to have to be finished for the evening, make proper calls to make access for another day to complete his alarm testing.
I received. He was right next to my radio. He's advised, and he said he's done for the night.
Receive. All units, when you have your manpower, you can go in service. Tower 2, when you leave, just circle around in front of the building. I'll go with you. Verify that the alarm systems are reset in the other buildings.
I also have the code for that key box that's back here. I'll give it to you when we do a face-to-face.
Receive. Engine 1 back at quarters. Headquarters from Deputy.
Deputy.
400 Millcreek, that alarm was set off due to an alarm contractor on the scene not having proper access to the proper alarm panels, activated the alarm for the entire building. We were able to gain access from the rear of the building to silence the alarm. We advised the technician to reschedule for another day to complete his test. All units are in service.
If you're in service, 2031 hours, spot on.
Command, PetSmart is reset.
Receive, Cap. Also be advised, Battalion gave me that code.
Easy. Barrel's going to check Marshall if that was going off, too.
Steve, I'm right behind you, Tal. Engine 3 back in quarters. Headquarters from Deputy, be advised, we're clearing the scene. I lost sight of your officer. I'll stand by in the front of the building if you need assistance.
Engine 2's off, incoming quarters available.
Tower 2's back at quarters off the air.
Headquarters to engines 1, 2, 3, and Tower 2. You're responding to Capital One Bank, 1291 Paterson Plank Road. I reported a smoke detector activation coming from the men's room. Headquarters to engines 1, 2, 3, Tower 2. You're responding to Capital One Bank, 1291 Paterson Plank Road. On a report of a smoke detector activation coming from the men's room. Headquarters timeout is 2103 hours.
Battalion 1 responding.
Here's Battalion 1.
Headquarters calling engine 4 and ladder 1, 4 and 1. Responding to the extend and stay 1 Meadowlands Parkway for the unattended cooking, room 105. Engine 4, ladder 1, unattended cooking, 1 extended stay. The timeout is 2106, 531.
Battalion 1 from engine 2.
Battalion 1 answering.
Alright, Chief, you want us to take in 1 Meadowlands Parkway, or you want us to continue into...
Negative. Win. Battalion 1's on the scene, Capital One Bank. Nothing showing. I'll be establishing command. I'll be investigating.
Tower 2's responding.
Entry to the Battalion 1.
Engine 2, Battalion 1 answering.
Alright, Chief, just be advised. You want us to continue into Capital 1 or you want me to redirect to extended stay?
Received, like I said the first time. Continue into Capital 1.
Alright, receive. Be advised. We didn't receive you over the radio. We're continuing into Capital
1. Headquarters from Capital One Bank Command. Can you reach out for a subscriber?
Been done. No ETA.
Entry to the arrival.
Engine 3 responding. Capital 1. Tower 2's arriving. Front Street. Right. Engine 3 on the scene.
Headquarters at this time, I'm going to hold Tower 2 at Capital 1. I'm going to redirect Engine 3, Engine 2, down to 1 Meadowlands Parkway.
Received, Chief. Holding Tower 2. You wish to cancel the response of Engine 4 and Ladder 1?
That's affirmative. You can have them continue in as well.
Receive Engine 2.
1 Meadowlands Parkway.
Engine 2 is responding. 1 Meadowlands Parkway.
Engine 2, Engine 3. You are responding to unattended cooking in room 105-105. 2110. 2110.
Battalion 1 from Engine 1.
Battalion 1 answering.
Chief, you want Engine 1 to go up to Meadowlands Parkway as well?
Negative. You can come over to Capital 1.
Receive. Engine 2's on scene. I got a 5-story, wood frame, occupied hotel. Nothing shown from the exterior. We do have alarm sounding. We do have evacuation. Engine 2 is going to be established command. We'll be investigating. We'll have the attack.
Engine 4 on the response. Engine 3 on the scene. Engine 1 on the scene at Capital 1. Engine 3's got the FD6.
Engine 3. And Engine 2 chauffeur. Headquarters from extended stay command. And to Engine 3.
Engine 3.
Be advised, we're in 105. It's confirmed unattended cooking. If you guys have a fan on your truck, can you bring it into 105 to ventilate?
Engine 4 arriving. 1 Meadowlands Parkway. Engine 4 from Engine 3. Engine 4 answering. Alright, we're back on the FDC. Can you have someone bring a fan in? Affirmative. Thank you.
Headquarters.
Engine 2 over to Engine 2. Be advised that sounds that alarm.
Headquarters from Capital One Bank Command. Were you able to get an ETA?
Headquarters to Battalion. No ETA given for Capital 1.
You were able to make contact though, correct?
It's being made to the alarm company, to the branch manager that will be responding.
I received, thank you.
Man, Engine 4, you can disregard that, man.
Engine 1, Tower 2 from command. When you have your manpower, you can return. Headquarters from Capital One Bank Command. I'm going to stand by and wait the arrival of the branch manager.
Engine 1 back at quarters.
First Battalion, sorry, we received you last. We're just on the phone with the alarm company again.
Yeah, I released Tower 2 and Engine 1. I'm going to stand by, wait the arrival of the branch manager.
2122.
Battalion answering.
Battalion, that ETA is up to 90 minutes.
Received.
Tower 2's back at quarters, we'll see you.
Command Engine 3, when you have your manpower, you can return.
Engine 3 returning.
Engine 3 show for the command.
So,
Can we let the occupant back into the hotel? Or not yet? Engine 2 show for the command. We have a reset, all systems normal.
alright, receive. First from Extended Stay Command. Headquarters from Engine 2.
Go ahead, Engine 2.
Be advised that the Extended Stay was confirmed unattended cooking in Unit 105. We've entered the unit, the alarm's reset. All units are going to be in service returning. I'm going to terminate this command.
Under him, the cooking unit is vented. Terminating command at 2125 hours. 2125, 531.
Engine 4 received. Engine 4 available.
Engine 2 is up, we're in service returning.
Engine 3 back in quarters. Engine 4 is back in quarters and available.
Engine 2 is off at company quarters and available.
Headquarters of Battalion 1.
Go ahead, Battalion.
Alright, at this time, I do still have alarm sounding, strobe showing. There is no sign of smoke or fire. I am going to terminate command. They're probably sending fleet maintenance up for Capital One. If they need my assistance, just reach out for me on the radio.
Received, Battalion. You are terminating command at Capital One, 2155 hours. Battalion, I may need you to go back to 1 Meadowlands Parkway, the extended stay. They state that no alarm is sounding in the panel, but the alarm is beeping within that room.
Received. I'll make my way down there. Battalion 1's on the scene, 1 Meadowlands Parkway. I'll be investigating. I'll give you more shortly.
Battalion 1, that was room 105.
Received. Headquarters from 1 Meadowlands Parkway, command. There was alarms going off in room 103 and 105. I was able to rectify that situation. I'm going to terminate Battalion 1's ready.
Received, Battalion. The alarms are rectified. Terminating command 2209. Have a good night.
Received, thank you. You as well.